Hi, today we're going to have a look at Suzuki Boulevard M109R. This is her, this is my bike. Absolutely beautiful machine, and I'm just going to show you a few of the features that she has. Well, to start with, a couple of things I changed was put a LED headlight bulb in from Steady. Gives a lot more whiter light, so much brighter, well worth the job. Also put LED indicators on. Excuse the mess of this bar, I'm going to tidy it up later. LED indicators or flashers, whatever you want to call them. Just remember, when you put these on, you need to change the flasher unit, or else they go too fast. And a set of wee spotlights. Not floodlights, but spotlights, and they're connected up through a relay to the low beam, so they're more or less on all the time, and I've got them shining down so as don't blind people, but it gives you a better view. The other thing to note is the screen. I've got one of these, well, it could be called a V screen, but it's a Chinese import one. It just looks much the same. It has just the same fittings and everything. And what that actually does is, when you're riding, the wind, I used to feel the wind on my chest and it was cold, especially in the winter. But when you got that screen on, the wind sort of, it hits you in the visor, keeps the rain clear. But if you just bend a wee bit, the wind goes over your head, and it's really good. And it makes riding in wild weather a wee bit more comfortable. As well as that, I've got my phone mount USB socket down here, so I can have my phone. It's a double USB socket, so I could have it plugged into my intercom or whatever. Also got Oxford heated grips, which is great because I do ride 12 months of the year, and although it is Australia, it does get a bit cold at like 4 o'clock in the morning going to work, so yeah, it's worth doing. Another thing I put on was the tail tidy, because the tail was quite big and I like people to see the back wheel, back tyre, because it's nice and big. So I bought this one off a chap. If you go to the Australian Facebook, Suzuki Boulevard Facebook owners page, or Facebook Australian riders page, whatever it is, there's a chap on there called Ian Pitt, and he does these, and it's great. I mean, it's well reduced. There's an LED bulb in it to light up your number plate, so it's worth doing. The other thing I've added on was these bags. Now these are Viking bags, and they're quite good. They sort of match the contour of the bike. Also put the backrest on, and I've got my big bag. Now this big bag here is good because, as well as it giving me a lot more space, it acts as a backrest, and when you haven't got it on you do miss it, but that is good against your back. I never have anybody on the back, and if I do I just take the bag off because I've got these. But I like to have plenty of room if I'm stopping off at Aldi's or Woolworths or whatever. The other thing that I've got on the bike is heel tech. Now, this is a device, it's hard to explain, but on the Boulevard there's it's like a limiter in second and third gear. So when you're trying to hold it steady in second or third gear, it surges and it's like it misses and it's terrible. So Heel Tech provide this device which you plug onto your bike, and it eliminates that. It fools the ECU into thinking you're in fourth gear, so there's no limitation in second and third. Gives you a hell of a lot more power, but it stops this surging. And it's like the difference between night and day on your bike. So if you want to have a look up Heel Tech, Google that if you've got a Boulevard M109R. It's well worth fitting one of these on. I'm glad I did. I think it was about 150 bucks or something for the unit, which wasn't too bad. But yeah, so that's my Boulevard. It's a great bike. Like I say, I use it every day, and it's a pleasure to ride. Seating position's perfect. The whole riding position's perfect. Everything's in the right place. The only thing that you have to watch out for is that back tyre, because I changed the Dunlops to Metzlers, because these Metzlers are much better. The bike has a habit when it comes to riding in wet weather. It has a habit of wheel spinning. If you're going along the freeway and you're wanting to overtake traffic, if you crack open that throttle, wow, the back wheel just spins. It can throw you off. It's a lot of power, so you have to watch in the wet weather. Dry weather is not so bad. I have had it wheel spin a couple of times at junctions, accidentally of course, but it has a lot of power, so if you do get one, just watch, because it does have a fair bit go in it. But definitely worthwhile bike. And really I can't find any fault with it at all. So that's the Boulevard. Anyway, let's go for a ride.